So hi friends, welcome to TP Chennai. In this video we will see last year IBPS RRB PO Mains 2020 memory based paper. So in this particular video we will see 5 missing number series, 1 case rate DI, and then we will see data sufficiency, which is very much important for your mains level examination. First we will start with the missing number series. First one 10,000, 3,000, 1800, 1620, and then you are having a question mark, right? So directly we can say divide this number 3000 by 10,000. This is nothing but into 3 by 10. If you go from left to right, right? If you go from left to right, this is nothing but how much? 6 by 10, right? Multiple of 3, 3, 6, this is nothing but 9 by 10, right? 18 9s are 162, 3, 6, 9, next will be 12 by 10. So 162 into 12, 162, this is, make it as 10 plus 2, right? So 1620 plus 4, 12, 3, 1944. 1944 is nothing but third option. Clear? Mains level question. Right? Next one. 900, 896, 880, 844, 780, and then you are having question mark. Difference logic, because series is not that much fast, right? So difference is how much here? This is minus 4, this is minus 16, this is minus 36. 2 square, 4 square, 6 square, next will be 8 square, this will be 10 square. 780 minus 100, what is the answer? 680, which is nothing but second option. Clear? Now we will see question number 3. 64, 160, 800, 6800, and then you are having question mark. 64, 160, 800, straight away 6800 is there. That means this follows multiplication. This is into 1, this is into 64 into 2 is 128 plus 32, 160. This is 2.5. This is into 5. So this will be how much? 0, 0 will cancel. 8 8s are 64, 8.5. So here difference is how much? 1.5. Here difference is how much? 2.5. Here difference is how much? 3.5. Next will be how much? 4.5. That means 6800 into 13, 0, 0, right? 13 8s are 104, 13 6s are 78, plus 10, 88, 88,400. Fifth option is the correct answer. Clear? Now we will see question number 4. 13, 40, 168, 849, question mark 36131. Straight away we can say 168, 849, 36,131. That means it follows multiplication logic. So this is into 3 plus 1. This is into 4 plus 8. That means this is into 1 plus 1 square. This is into 4 plus 2 cube. This is into 5 plus 9. Because 168 into 5 is how much? 840 plus 9. So this is plus 3 square. 1 square, 2 cube, 3 square. So this will be how much? Into 6 plus 1 square, 2 cube, 3 square, 4 cube. 9 6 are 54, 5. 6 4 are 24 plus 5, 29. plus 64, 8, 15. Right? 5158 is the answer, which is nothing but fourth option. Clear? Now we'll see question number 5. 9450 3150 787.5 157.5 dash 3.75. You can start with right to left. This is into 5. This is into 4. This is into 3. Into 3, into 4, into 5. This is into 6. So what is the answer? 26 point. So if you go from left to right, we have to divide. So 157.5 divided by 6. 626 is 156. 6 2s are 12. 26.25 is the answer, which is nothing but fifth option. Clear, ma? So this was the 5 missing number series which they have asked last year IBPS RRB PO mains level examination. Now we will see one caselet DI which they have asked last year. So 3 buses going to Goa have seats in 3 different positions, namely aisle, middle and window. 3 positions are there. Those positions are aisle, middle and window. A few of them are occupied and a few of them are vacant. Total number of seats in each position are 40. So 3 buses they are talking about P, Q, R. In each you are having vacant, occupied. Here you are having vacant, occupied. Here you are having vacant, occupied. And 3 seats are there, right? I am writing it at aisle, middle and then window. Right? This is how you have to do an examination, right? You need to calculate fast. So I am putting one here. This is also completing. Right? First we will see about bus P. The number of vacant aisle seats are 20% of total number of seats. Total number of seats. Each seats is having a position 40. So total. So here also it is 40. Here it is 40 and here it is 40. So total is 120, right? Number of vacant aisle seats, bus P, right? Vacant aisle seats is 20% of total number of seats. What is 20% of 120? 24. If this is 24, total is 40, this is 60. That is occupied. Vacant is 24, occupied is 60. Only 50% of seats are occupied in the middle. So here if it is occupied is 50. What is 50% of 40? If this is 20, this is also 20. Right? Number of vacant window seats, that means this one, are 2/3 of total occupied seats in aisle and middle position. Aisle and middle position. 2/3 of occupied. 16 plus 20, 36. 2/3 is how much? 1/3 is 12. 2/3 is 24. Which one? Vacant. So this is 16. Clear? Come to bus Q. Number of vacant seats in the middle position is 10 more than vacant seats in the middle position. This one is 10 more than number of occupied aisle seats in bus P. Aisle seats in bus P is how much? Occupied aisle seats in bus P 16. 10 more. So this is 26. This will be 40 because total is always 40. This I am talking about bus Q. The number of occupied window seats, number of occupied window seats, this is window, occupied this one down, are half of total vacant seat in bus P. Total vacant seats in bus P is how much? 24 plus 20, 44, 44 plus 22, 68. 68 half is 34. So this is 34. This will be 6. Right? The number of occupied aisle seats, this one, are 12 more than number of vacant aisle seats. Total number of seats are 40. 12 more is there where occupied. So subtract 12, remaining is 28, which is divided among 14, 14 in occupied and vacant. Occupied 14, vacant 14, but occupied is having 12 more, so occupied will be 26. This will be 40. Right? Next one. Bus R. Total number of vacant seats are 37.5% of total number of seats. Total number of vacant seats. What is 37.5% fraction value? 3 by 8 of total number of seats. Total number of seats are nothing but how much? 120. Total number of seats, okay, in R, total number of seats is 40, not 120. Total number of vacant seats, where they have not talked about anything, whether it is aisle, middle or window. We will see next one. The middle seats are 50% vacant. So this part first we will see. 50% vacant. This is 50. So 50% will be occupied. Sorry. This will be how much? Because total number of seats are 40. So this is 20. This is 20. Right? This is about middle. Number of occupied aisle seats. This one. Okay. Is 2 by 5th of total occupied seats. Number of occupied aisle seats is 2 by 5th of total occupied seats. Before that, we will come to this line. Total number of vacant seats are 37.5% of total number of seats. If vacant seats are 37.5, so occupied will be 62.5. What is 62.5% fraction value? 12.5 into 5 by 8 of total is how much? 120. Because 2 by 50 total is 120. 40, 40, 40. 75 is nothing but total number of seats, right? And before that, total number of vacant seats are 37.5%, which is 3 by 8 of how much? Number of seats. 15. Where? In window. Vacant is how much? 15. So this is how much? 25. Occupied in middle and window is 45. And total is 75. So remaining is how much? 30. 2 by 5th of 30 is how much? 12. If this is 12, then what about this one? Clear? Now we need to form we have to see the questions here. First question, we will solve directly here. What is the total number of occupied seats in all the 3 buses together? Occupied only. That is bottom one. 16 plus 20. How much? 16 plus 20, 36. 36 plus 16 is 52. 52 plus 26, 78. Plus 14, 92. Plus 34. 126, 126 plus 32, 158, right? This is how much? Occupied seats, right? 36, this is 32, 52, 52 plus this number 78, 78 plus 48 is how much? 126, 126 plus 45. Right? So total number of vacant seats are 37.5% of total number of seats. 3 by 8 of 120. Where in window. So this is 50, this is 25. Okay, 75. Total number of occupied seats are 2 by 5th of total. 2 by 5th of this is 2 by 5th of 70. Okay, here it will be 30 because out of 120, 45 is here, remaining is 75. 2 by 5, this will be 30. This will be 30. This will be 10 then. This will be 10. Right? Okay. 16 plus 20, 36 plus 16, 52, 52 plus 40, 92 plus 34, 126, 126 plus 50, 188, 176 plus this number, 201. Right? Next one. Seventh question. If one ticket of Goa costs rupees 1500 for all the buses, find the revenue generated by bus queue from this Goa. That means those who occupied. One ticket costs 1500. Goa bus queue, right? Bus queue. Occupied. 26 plus 40, 40 plus this number 74. So 0, 0, right? This is how much? Bus queue from Goa. We will see previous data. See previous data here. 40 plus 34 is how much? 74. Okay, so this 0, so now this has become 37 into 300. So 0, 0, 0, 7 into 21, 111, 000. Yes, answer is nothing but second option. So while seeing the data, first we need to be very much careful. Next one, 8th one. If for each vacant seat company losses out 800, find the total number of loss. Okay. So total number of vacant seats we have to check first. All the company, right? 24 plus 20 is 44 plus 20 is 68. 68 plus 40 is 128, 134, 194, 209. 009 is a 72. Total number of loss, right? There 00 and 9 is a 72. 127. Yeah. 1272 00. Right? Now we'll see question number 9. If in bus R 40% of seats are occupied by female, bus R you have male and female. Bus R occupied seats is how much? First we will check that one. 75. 75 seats are occupied. In that 40% of seats are female. What is 40% of 75? 30. 30 is female. So remaining male will be 45 who occupied. Out of this 30, 40 were above 25. Right? So that means 2 by 5 of this number 12. 12 is above 25. 18 is below 25. What they are asking? Below only. What is the answer? 18 directly. Clear? Fourth option. Question number 10. The number of vacant seats in bus P is how much percent more the number of vacant seats in bus R? Number of vacant seats in P. Okay. P window is 24 and R is 15. P window seat vacant is 24 and R is nothing but 15. How much it has reduced? 9 by 15 into 100. right? This is 9. So this is how much? 3 3 is 3 5 is 520 is what is the answer? 60% is the answer, which is nothing but third option. Clear? So since I was doing previous next, so that means it is taking time. But when it comes to your examination, you will be having rough sheet. You can easily solve these questions quickly, right? Now we will see data sufficiency. 3 questions they have asked last year. We will see one by one. So basically, what is the meaning of data sufficiency? You will be having one question followed by 2 statements will be there. You have to check, can you able to get the answer from the first statement alone, or can you able to get the answer from the second statement alone, or by first statement either 1 alone or 2 alone you will be getting the answer, or fourth option by combining both the statement you can't able to get the answer, or even after combining also you will be getting the answer. So this was the option which they have asked last year. Now we'll see straight away question here, right? So question number 11. A person invests rupees X for 2 years at a rate of 4% per annum. Find the value of X. So from this data, first we have to see what they have given you. Principal they have given you X. Time they have given you 2 years. And R they have given you 4%. And X they are asking, that is principal they are asking to calculate. Statement 1. And amount received after 2 years is rupees 1,35,000. Amount is nothing but how much? SI is nothing but principal amount minus principal. You know very well what is the formula? SI is equal to PRT by 100. SI is amount minus principal. Amount is how much? 1,35,000 minus principal. Principal is X is equal to P, which is principal. R is 4 into 2 divided by 100. From this you can easily get the value of X. So first statement is sufficient to get the answer. Come to next one. Statement 2. Interest received after 2 years is rupees 10,000. So again from this, SI is amount minus principal. Or interest received. Okay, so 10,000. Principal is X into 2 into R divided by 100. Why R is common? Because that is the given data which will be applicable for both the statement. From this also I can able to get the value of X. That means statement 2 alone is sufficient to get the answer. So my answer will be either statement 1 alone or statement 2 alone. Clear, ma? Now we'll see question number 12. What they are asking? Find the height of the cylinder. Height of the cylinder they are asking. First statement. Radius of a cylinder is 1/3 of its height. That means if height is 3x, radius will be x. But can you able to find out the height of cylinder from this data? No. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Come to statement 2. Covered surface area of cylinder is 924 cm square and total surface area is 1232 cm square. What is covered surface area of a cylinder? 2 pi RH, which is 924, and total surface area 2 pi R into H plus R is equal to 1232. No need to solve in data sufficiency. I can directly put 2 pi RH 924. I can get R here, and by using R, if I substitute here, I can get what? Height only, right? So that means 2 alone is sufficient. 2 alone is sufficient. This is the beauty of data sufficiency. You are not supposed to calculate, but it's a very tricky question, right? 2 alone is sufficient. Now we'll see question number 13. What they are asking? Find the cost price of the product. First statement. The mark price of the product is 25% more than the cost price. After giving some discount, the profit earned is 12.5%. I am writing here CP, I am writing here MP, I am writing here SP. If my cost price is 100x, markup is 25%, so mark price is 125x, and profit is 12.5%, that means it is 112.5x. Can I able to calculate the cost price here? No. First statement is not sufficient. Come to statement 2. The selling price of the product is rupees 450 after giving 10% discount on the mark price. But I don't know what is my mark price. Because SP they have given you rupees 450, discount they have given you 10% on mark price, but I don't know what is the mark price. Even I will merge also, I don't know what is the value of X. That means 1 and 2 together is not sufficient to calculate the answer. Right? So I hope you have got the concept what they have asked last year in IBPS RRB PO mains level examination. Please do subscribe TP Chennai YouTube channel for the updates and videos, and please do download TP Chennai official app where you will be getting recorded videos of all our arithmetic, English, reasoning as well as current affairs in a very reasonable price. And please do comment about this video in the comment section and prepare well. All the best. Thanks a lot.